The High Point University campus is now more lively than ever.
The world is still reeling from the start of the Israel-Hamas war.
And our athletes are continuing to make us proud from the course to the field and beyond. These stories and more, All Access starts right now.
Good evening and welcome to HPU All Access. I'm Cassandra Kreishnik.
And I'm Jake VC. To some local news, a recent pit maneuver ended a high-speed chase in Greensboro on Friday. Greensboro police came to the Shell gas station on Battleground Avenue after getting a report of a robbery. The police say the suspects displayed a weapon during the robbery and left with an undisclosed amount of cash in a gold Chevrolet Tahoe. No one was injured during the incident, but the suspects were taken to an area hospital for evaluation and are expected to face robbery and theft charges with jail time.
It looks like the warm temperatures and sunshine are not quite done with us yet. Let's head over to Sierra Armstrong for more on our weather. Sierra?
Welcome back to All Access Weather. I'm Sierra Armstrong here with this week's forecast. Fall is in full effect and pumpkins are lining the doorsteps. I'm hoping you're all enjoying the colors changing outside and keeping warm while picking out Halloween costumes. Tomorrow will be sunny with a delightful high of 76 and a low of 45. We will see this pattern continue throughout the week. Leading into the weekend, we'll be in the low 50s and high 70s with cloudier skies. But Monday, we reach a high of 80 degrees and a low of 60, which feeds into Wednesday as well. Perfect trick-or-treating weather. I hope everyone has their jackets picked out for the mornings, but be ready to take them off for the afternoon. That is all for this week's weather. I hope everyone has a great Halloween. I'm Sierra Armstrong. Now let's head back to the desk where Abby McCrae has an update on HBU campus news. Abby?
Welcome back to All Access Campus News. I'm Abby McCrae here to bring you information on upcoming events being held on campus. With Halloween coming up next Tuesday, everyone should take this opportunity to see The Addams Family being presented by the High Point Theater and Dance Department. Starting October 26 at 7:30 p.m., the musical comedy will be shown in the Pauline Theater in the Hayworth Fine Arts Center. It will not be live streamed, so make sure to get your tickets before closing night on October 31st. Along with the upcoming musical, fall is in full swing as this week we enjoy our HPU Campus Activity Team's 2023 Panther Fest. They hosted a Party Like It's 1924 night this Monday with many fun giveaways at the Slane Outdoor Basketball Court. There are many more events to look forward to, including Halloween Fest held tonight at 6 p.m. at the Wanik intersection. It's featuring a Michael Jackson tribute performance, food truck, candy bar, and more. Of course, we can't forget this year's student concert with headlining guest international superstar Flo Rida. The concert is being held in the Cubain Center this Friday, October 27th, and doors open at 7 p.m. Joining Flo Rida in the concert lineup will be HPU students and DJs Davis Spees and Riley Maldonado. To kick off the night, Riley will be performing at the tailgate being held at 5:30 p.m. at the Celebration Plaza. It will include food, photo ops, food trucks, and more. Following that, Davis will be on the main stage at the Cubain Center once the doors open. He'll start the party before Flo Rida goes on at 7:45 p.m. Stay up to date with the approaching Panther Fest events and concert information on the HPU Cat Instagram. Make sure to have fun and stay safe on Halloween, Panthers. This has been your HPU Campus News Update. I'm Abby McCrae. Coming up, Mitchell Blando will be giving us this latest news in the business and finance. And Will O'Brien is here with an update on what's going on right now in the world of politics, both here at home and abroad. All Access will be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome to the premier life skills university.
Welcome to HPU.
Hello, my name is Mitchell Blanda, and tonight I'll be bringing you the finance update. Last week was a rough week for Tesla. The car maker missed on earnings, dropping their stock from $243 on October 18th to $204 on October 23rd. Today we saw a bit of a rebound after the miss on earnings, with the stock closing today at $216.52. Multiple factors contributed to the price fall, from Tesla missing on earnings to Tesla dropping the prices of some of their models in an attempt to increase market share. Musk covered these issues in an earnings call with shareholders, where he urged caution, but pointed to Tesla's expansion into robo-taxis, the release of the Cybertruck, and Tesla's continued advancement in artificial intelligence as positives for the company. Musk cautioned, there may be less sales currently due to the interest rates still being high and people still having trouble getting a loan for a new car. Musk argued that once the interest rates temper next year, sales and revenue will rebound for Tesla. I still see Tesla as a strong buy. Morgan Stanley downgraded them from a target price of $400 to a target price of $380. I still view Tesla as having a large upside and view this drop as nothing more than a temporary setback for the company, even though right now the lowering of prices has not increased market share as significantly as expected. I see this as necessary for the company to expand its brand to new customers by making their cars more affordable. The Cybertruck has over $1 million deposits to reserve a truck, but as Musk said, it's unknown how many people will actually buy the truck, but it certainly shows the public is open to an electric truck. The biggest upside I see for Tesla is, as Morgan Stanley points out, their Dojo supercomputer for AI development, as well as the standardization of car chargers to Tesla's models, which allow them to contract out their charging network to other automakers. Ultimately, I still see Tesla as a strong buy. In other news, the UAW strike continues this week with an escalation as the strike has now expanded to GM's largest and most profitable plant, the Arlington Assembly Plant in Texas, sent their 5,000 workers off the assembly line to the picket line today. This was announced hours after GM reported third quarter earnings, which they beat. Even as GM has offered record contracts for plant workers, the UAW has still been unable to reach an agreement, as they are still requesting more. GM has already lost $800 million in pre-tax earnings, with $200 million being from the third quarter. If the strike continues, GM could take a major hit from their bottom line, with their most profitable plant now shut down. Today, the market finished up, with the Dow finishing up 204.97 points. The Nasdaq finishing up 121.55 points up, and the S&P 500 finishing up 30.64 points. The market is taking a more optimistic outlook as positive third quarter earnings come in this week. Of 118 S&P 500 companies who have reported earnings, 81% have beaten analyst expectations, boosting the market. Thank you. I'm Mitchell Blanda with the Financial Report. Now let's head over to Will O'Brien for the political update.
Thanks, Mitchell. Good evening, HPU. I'm Will O'Brien here with your political update. Since we were last on the air, a tragic and devastating war between the State of Israel and the Palestinian militant organization Hamas has officially broken out after an attack at a music festival on the Israeli-Gaza border on October 7th. The conflict has already taken the lives of thousands and destroyed the lives of so many more. Here at HPU, our hearts break for all the innocent civilians on both sides here at home and abroad who have been affected. But this development comes as President Biden now faces the grueling challenge of fighting two wars at the same time, one in Ukraine and one in Israel, with an ambitious China eyeing Taiwan even more closely. Despite recently releasing 2 American hostages and 2 Israeli hostages, the U.S. State Department has already designated Hamas as a foreign terrorist organization responsible for committing war crimes and has issued a worldwide caution alert for American citizens traveling overseas. On Friday night, President Biden addressed the nation from the Oval Office for the first time since the war began, where he once again confirmed U.S. support for Israel and Ukraine, saying, quote, "I know we have our divisions at home. We have to get past them. We can't let petty, partisan, angry politics get in the way of our responsibilities as a great nation. We cannot and will not let terrorists like Hamas and tyrants like Putin win. I refuse to let that happen." End quote. We will continue to put our trust in our elected officials and intelligence community where it's needed most so that they can work toward a resolution as quickly as possible. Now to some news out of Washington here at home. The House is approaching 3 weeks without an elected speaker after 8 Republicans, led by Congressman Matt Gaetz of Florida, sided with all 213 Democrats to oust former Speaker Kevin McCarthy of California by filing a motion to vacate, which has since brought the functioning of the U.S. Congress to a halt. Republicans on the Hill are facing overwhelming and bipartisan criticism for not having a speaker in light of the recent events in Israel and Ukraine, and are facing calls to elect a speaker as soon as possible after bids from House Majority Whip Steve Scalise and Judiciary Chair Jim Jordan fell short of the magic number of 217 votes. So I don't know about you guys, but the whole speaker fiasco on Capitol Hill is really getting old for me, and it's really starting to affect events here at home and abroad in all the worst ways. What are your thoughts on how you see these events so far?
All I can really say is just it's going too slow and it's going too fast where it doesn't need to be. And unfortunately, it's going slow at home and it's going way too fast out in the world.
Jake?
Yeah, I have to agree, I think it's really important that, they step up and elect someone, very quickly because it's getting out of hand now and it's very important that we get a speaker in the House, so,
Exactly right.
yeah.
That'll do it for this political update. We will continue to monitor these breaking stories and we'll keep you informed as we receive more information. Coming back from the break, Rihanna Rosenthal will give us the inside scoop on what's going on right now in HPU sports and what we can look forward to. All Access will be right back. Stay with us.
Welcome back to All Access Sports. I'm Rihanna Rosenthal. This week, the men's and women's golf and soccer teams, as well as the women's volleyball team, are on the road. On Monday and Tuesday, the men's golf team attended the Xavier Invitational at Makatiwa Country Club. Senior Gregor Meyer placed T6 overall as the top finisher for High Point. In his first 2 rounds on Monday, Meyer shot a 68 and followed it up with a 72. Jay Smith shot 70 in his first 2 rounds and 71 in round 3. Smith placed T20. Miller Carr secured the 3rd best score for High Point with a total of 216 and a finish of T39. Grady Newton finished T54, and Birch Harrison finished T75. Also on Monday and Tuesday, the women's golf team attended the Charlotte Invitational at Cabarrus Country Club. Ella Perna carded a 1-over in round 1 and shot even par in rounds 2 and 3, placing 2nd. Anna Howerton placed 5th after shooting 1-over 73 in round 1 and 1-over 72 in round 2. Perna earned the title of Golfer of the Week, and Howerton attained Freshman Golfer of the Week. The men's soccer team played against NC State on Tuesday, ending in a scoreless tie. The women's soccer team played against Gardner-Webb on Wednesday, ending in a 1-1 tie. The women's volleyball team made headway this weekend in their match against USC Upstate, securing a win for High Point with a final score of 25-23. Thanks for tuning in to the Weekly Sports Update. I'm Rihanna Rosenthal. Now back to the desk.
Thanks, Rihanna. And that does it for our broadcast this evening. Thanks for watching. Join us next Tuesday, same time, same place. For HPU All Access, I'm Cassandra Kreishnik.
And I'm Jake Vesey. Have a great week, High Point.
Hello, my name is Marin Decker and welcome to High Point University. We are ranked #1 Best Regional College in the South for 11 consecutive years, #1 Most Innovative Regional College in the South for 8 consecutive years, and #2 for Best Undergraduate Teaching. HPU is also recognized for National Top 30 Learning Communities, National Top 30 Best First Year Experiences, and Best Value Schools from Regional Colleges South. Come schedule your tour today and visit our website at highpoint.edu.